Greetings world. We are anonymous. United States citizens who are naive to the ways of the child protective system, and the courts, or perhaps not wealthy or connected, may inadvertently find themselves subjected to a nightmare. Many entities profit from the time a child first enters the system. What are some of the techniques CPS and the courts use? Why does nobody hear about this problem, and what is the outcome for the children and their families? How children are suffering harm by those with a duty to protect them. What harm do children and families suffer as a consequence of false accusations of child abuse? Last year over 2 million American families were falsely accused of child abuse. It is not in any one individual state but is now a worldwide epidemic. I don't mean to disturb you, but I really want people to be aware about that subject, because today, tomorrow, in the next half hour, it could happen to us too. Very few children in America are genuine orphans. Most have relatives, family, friends, neighbors or godparents who could, and are willing to, keep them if they must be moved temporarily or permanently from parental homes. As we know, there is such a halo around adoption, and states have received financial incentives for finding forever homes for the children who are made paper orphans by a stroke of a judge's pen. The child is labeled as abused or neglected and therefore is at risk, and usually that means more money goes to the people who adopt the child, usually the ones in the pre-adoptive home where most babies are placed immediately. Those people have a say and can make comments along the way, so they are very much involved and interested in interrupting any chance that the baby will be returned home. If the baby stays in a foster home for 15 of 22 months, as you know from reading, then the termination can be effectively automatic by federal law and state incorporation of its provisions, and sometimes that's the excuse. Children are in fact hurt and even killed 9 times more in the care of the Child Protective Services. It has become abundantly clear that CPS is a false front for child protection, and has to end before they ruin our families forever. Children must have rights as real people, and when they say I love my mommy or daddy, and they love me so let me go home, I believe this is fundamental for anyone to feel like they matter to the world around them or they lose self-esteem. Children know who really love them, and it is not government, no matter what these social workers say. If you do but one thing every day to stop this madness, we will make a difference. If we do not help the children to be happy, then we are no better than CPS. Now, go do the right thing. If we just get the people that have had their children stolen share their stories and unite, we will win. We are anonymous. We are legion. United as one. Divided by 0. We do not forget censorship. We do not forget impression. To the elites of the world and Child Protective Services, you should have expected us